This is a tooth that has a cavity in it that looks like it's relatively simple. You can see the gray area around the brown inside spot. And here we are removing the top layer of enamel. Enamel is actually the hardest tissue in the body. And as we remove it, the next tooth layer is called dentin, and it's much softer. And once the acid and the bacteria penetrates into that area, it's very easy to develop decay in a very quick way. And you can see how, as the filling is developed, it's brown and significantly larger than what it looks like from when we started. And it goes horizontally or in a wider position, and that needs to be cleared up from on top so that we can adequately place the filling. That's about 2 millimeters deep, and we still have a significant amount of tooth and decay that needs to be taken care of. Now, teeth are meant to be hard, not soft, and we'll go in and use a instrument called the spoon excavator, and you'll see how the filling is being, or the tooth is just still soft. So we'll need to go in and continue to remove the tooth colored material. It's colored brown, not tooth colored, but the brown decay. This is a round burr, and we're removing the decay in a very gingerly way. And in a minute we'll use some decay detecting material to make sure that it's all out. Now we're probably about maybe 3 millimeters into the tooth now. And as we get deeper in this particular area, typically it's not a problem. This particular patient is 27 years old, and you can see there's some dark brown there. And we put in a decay detector, and anything that's still green is considered decay that could continue to develop underneath the filling. And you notice it's all the way around the sides, as well as in the dark brown area. And so this is a diamond burr that allows us to remove the decay at the dentin and enamel junction, right where the dentin and the enamel come together. Is very susceptible to the decay right there when we're removing some. Continuing on, so you really have to be sure to get that out, otherwise you will find that your fillings won't last very long. And we go back to using the round burr, cleaning that up, and as we do, you'll notice that there's a little space there. It has like a whitish corner, grayish corner right there. And it's higher than where we were before, and that's the pulp horn of the nerve. And we're looking at that. There's no bleeding. And we'll take an instrument and determine where we are. You can see that there's just a little hair of a hole there, and that's where the nerve is. There's still no bleeding. And if we continued, we would end up pulling the pulp chamber. And we need to double check and make sure that the other area of the tooth that has any soft tooth structure. You can see we're still peeling out areas of decay there. And so we finish removing as much decay as possible. And we will come back and put in a dressing. Different people use different things for pulp caps. The most popular and traditional is some sort of calcium hydroxide. Some people actually put filling directly over it. That doesn't seem to work out very well. Vitrabond, which is a glass ionomer that bonds through the tooth. The dentin also is very popular, which is what we'll be placing here. And we'll go ahead and place a layer of the Vitrabond. And the nice thing about it is that you don't have to put any conditioner or anything. Once it's clean, you can put the Vitrabond directly there, light cure it, come back and clean up the sides, and then put in your normal filling. And it flows everywhere quite nicely. And the idea is for the tooth to develop more dentin around the area of the exposure. And there's the creamy pulp cap. And we'll go ahead and clean it up. And you can see that it's bonded and cured. And now we'll start to replace the self-etching primer. This is a clear fill SE bond. Which has been very successful in my hands. Some people feel that there's more staining around the margins. I haven't found that the case. There's the bonding liquid. Cure after that. And we place a regular filling over the tooth in increments. And you'll see a little bit of flowable. Some crannies. Some people place the flowable and then the material at the same time. Some people cure the flowable. You'd like to try and have your flowable material be at the same expansion as much as possible as the other composite for it to be long lasting. And this is a flowable that's made from a 3M product. And then there's the filling. I could have chosen the filling that was a little more the same color of the tooth, but I'd like to be able to see where the filling ends and begins in a place that's that aesthetic for the next dentist if it needs to be replaced.